Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today, Blizzard just dropped some upcoming patch notes for Tuesday, so this March 5th, when we're getting the big EXP buff. These tweaks aren't as extensive as they have been in the past, which is really good. Sort of shows us that their classes are getting, tighter and tighter and more balanced, which I think is what they're going for with all these tweaks that they've been doing. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So we are going to switch it over here to the wonderful WoW community page where we have the notes. As players continue to level up 240 and experience all that Phase 2 has to offer, we've closely monitored in-game progress, feedback from the community, and bug reports. With weekly maintenance next week, we'll be making the following adjustments to some classes that are underperforming. So this will be March 5th. Hunter. Chimera Shot damage increased to 120% of weapon damage was 100%, and Chimera Shot Serpent Sting damage increased to 48% of Serpent Sting was 40. Explosive Shot base damage done before attack power increased by 15%, and Carve damage increased 65% of weapon damage was 50%. So all of these things are really good. It helps ranged hunter become a thing, as opposed to just pretty much having to play melee hunter, or you're essentially trolling with the meta game. Next we have Mage. Frostfire Bolt damage increased by 50%. And its increased damage from bonus spell damage increased by 16%, identical to the value for Fireball. Spell Frostbolt base damage increased by 50%, increases its damage from bonus spell damage increased by 14%, identical to the value for Frostbolt. Regeneration, Mass Regeneration, Chronostatic Preservation spell power coefficients increased by 88%. This is to compensate for mage healers wearing primarily items which grant damage and healing instead of just healing. Chronostatic Preservation mana cost decreased by 45%, and they resolve some tooltip issues with chronostatic preservation. So as a mage, I've been a fire mage in P1, kept it in P2. I've never used Frost Firebolt or Spell Frostbolt. I've kept with Hot Streak because those insta-cast pyros are insane. As far as healing goes, I honestly, when I've put Chronostatic Preservation and just my raid gear on, I have been able to heal my entire health bar just by casting it twice in a row. So the buffs to that are a little alarming, because maybe I was just like critting and getting really lucky with it all, but it's really high up there already from what I used with it. So we'll see. That could be a very powerful heal. Next we have Paladin changes. Seal of Martyrdom damage increased to 50%, weapon damage per swing was 40%, Seal of Martyrdom Judgment increased to 85%, weapon damage was 70%. Seal of Martyrdom and Judgment effects now benefit from talents and effects that modify Seal of Righteousness, particularly Empowered Seal of Righteousness. So once again, I feel like this spell has gotten changed every single patch notes. Obviously I'm Horde, so I can't say much to it based off of where Paladins are. I don't really see them, so I can't give my opinion on that. But I really feel like I've read Seal of Martyrdom in every single patch notes since Season of Discovery came out. Grimoire of Synergy now increases damage done by the Warlock and their pet by 25% when it is active. It was 5%, so that's a huge buff. Just 20% more damage by the Warlock and their pet when they're rocking Grimoire of Synergy. Sort of going more for that demonic pact, that demo Warlock that we see in Wrath. And finally, Warrior Devastate damage increased to 150% of weapon DPS was 100% before being increased by the number of Sundered Armor stacks. So that's just a base more damage. I think it'll help prot tanks become more viable and allow them to get threat with Devastate off the rip instead of having to wait for the Sundered Armor stacks. But essentially, that is it, guys, for the patch notes. I think these are really good changes. The Chronostatic Preservation seems really strong, and Mage Healers seem really strong now with all those changes. I've ran we do 2 nomers every lockout, and mage healer. We have a mage healer in each of them, and they do really, really well. So I'm not too sure exactly why they were being changed this hard. I have no complaints about mage healing when I've done it on my mage. Very little. It's been really easy to do. So I don't really know where these changes are rooted from personally, but you know, more buffs for mages, I'm down for that always, you know. But anyway, guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down below about all of these changes, and until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.